She is one of the top addiction to sobriety coaches in the country and has been called the female Dr. Drew, but being in love proved to be a blind spot that kept her from seeing her own husband's drug addiction as it spiraled out of control.
Dr. Cali Estes is the founder of the Addictions Academy. She and her husband, Tim Estes, share their personal and painful story in a new book titled I Married a Junkie. She joins us with the 5 signs you might be married to or living with a heroin addict. Welcome. It's good to have you here. Thanks for sharing this story. Your husband is a musician. Some people would say that's sort of a red flag. There's abuse in that industry. What was his story that led to addiction and then multiple overdoses?
Well, our story is about me being a professional in the industry and missing the signs because we were passing in the night at times. We weren't even in the same room or the same dinner table, so I didn't see some of the things. When we had met, he wasn't really using. He was sober, and he switched drugs of choice. He was an uppers guy, and he started using heroin, and I missed that.
And I'm sure many people would say, well, the fact that you are a professional, how could you fail to see this? How could you be married to someone and miss these signs? What do you say when people ask you that?
It's actually very easy to miss it because they're very manipulative. Addicts are manipulative, and as a loved one, you don't want to believe that your child or your husband would lie to you and do these things, but they do because they're trying to get their drug of choice.
Your husband was saved by Narcan?
Correct.
And that's the thing that recently we heard that the Surgeon General said everyone should have Narcan to help people who are overdosing. What do you think of that?
I was against Narcan until it was happening to me, until my loved one was the one that overdosed. And then I said, maybe this is a good thing. Now, I don't think everybody should have Narcan. I think you should be Narcan trained appropriately so that if you're going to administer it to someone, you do know what you're doing.
People watching this morning, are there signs that one should look for in a loved one? I mean, the fact that it can be missed, that you can be married to someone and not see some of the signs. What should people know?
Absolutely. So the first thing you want to look for is flu-like symptoms. Somebody is always sick or they have a runny nose, they don't attend events. The second one is not doing their passion. Things they used to do, they don't do anymore. Third one is going to the bathroom, spending large amounts of time in there when you should actually be with your family. And another one is pawning. You're looking for high-dollar items in the house that are missing, maybe a wedding ring or a brooch or a laptop. And the most important thing is, if you're not sure, because these are also signs that can mimic depression or some other things, you get a third-party mental health or an addiction specialist to come in and give you an unbiased opinion.
And you say that sometimes love can blind us to what's happening with the people around us, and how can we be more open to the input of other people who are seeing what's happening, the third parties?
Well, it's important that you call a professional if you're not sure what you see, and ask one of us. And you know, I'm the addictionscoach.com. They can always call and say, hey, I'm seeing these signs. What does this mimic, or what is this like? Is it drug use? Is it mental health? How do I help my loved one?
Thank you for being here this morning.
Thank you.
Helpful information. For more about the book and Dr. Cali Estes, go to imarriedaJunkie.com. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you.